Hi, I'm Dr. Yo, and you're watching CPE in 3-ish, number 9. 6 tips for test center demeanor, behavior, and thinking. So today's CPE in 3 is all about raising scores on standardized tests. Now actually the strategies I'm going to recommend can be used to improve achievement on any test, but I'm specifically talking about SATs, ACTs, subject tests, AP exams, all the stuff we have bubble sheets and go to test centers. I'm not going to teach any grammar rules, I'm not going to cover any math concepts, and I'm not going to discuss any time management or other test-taking strategies. But what I am going to share with you is arguably even more important to raising your bottom line scores. And guess what? You can learn it right here, right now, and apply it as soon as tomorrow on the ACTs. Okay, first tip is be chill when you enter the test center. What does that mean? Be quiet and confident. You don't want to go in all hyper with your thoughts in 10 different directions. You want to try to be focused. Now there's 2 ways to help you get into this space. One of them is while you're eating breakfast before the exam, you could be writing down things you're worried about, all your concerns. For example, I'm worried I might do poorly. I'm worried my parents might be angry if my scores aren't high enough. I'm worried I'll feel academically useless if I don't get a certain score. All the crazy thoughts that we all have, write them all down and then crumple up the paper, throw them out. That offloads some worry and anxiety. Second thing, which might be even more valuable, is in the car on the way to the test center, go over in your head. If you say it out loud, people will get annoyed and won't like you. But in your head, silently go over the things you like best about yourself. They may or may not have anything to do with school or test taking. Maybe it's I love the way I throw to first base. I love the way my dog loves me unconditionally. I love that I have a family that supports me. I love that I'm good at keeping secrets. Anything where you know is true. Don't lie to yourself and make stuff up. Really be honest about what you love about yourself. Everybody loves certain qualities. Those are the things you want to put in your head, because when you walk into this test center, you'll have a confidence. You keep it quiet and restrained, but you'll walk in one up rather than one down, which is how we usually walk into test centers, with thoughts like, I'm not going to do well, I'm not as smart as all these other brainiacs, etc. Okay. The second thing to do, my second tip, is pay attention to what's going on around you when you enter the test center. What you're likely to find, since I used to proctor these and I have kids who've been through and have been to many of these test centers, you'll notice students clumping in groups of 2, 3, 5, whatever, making themselves crazy with conversation like, oh my God, it's the ACTs. Oh my God, it's the SATs. Oh my God, it's so hard. Do you know the math? Oh my God, there's no calculator section on this. Do you know evidence-based? Blah, 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 blah. That is not going to help them increase their scores. So if you see such conversations going on, just avoid them. You want to be in your own quiet space. If you see a drama king or a drama queen coming over to dump some drama on you about the test or anything else, just smile and wave, say, I'll hear all about it later, and be focused. You have a job to do. You want to be very professional about your test taking. Why? Because it'll get you better scores. That's really all we're about here. Higher scores on these standardized tests. That's what they're there for. Okay, my third tip is notice what's going on inside you. That can really only be done privately. You close your eyes maybe, or you can be gazing outside, but really go inward and think, how am I feeling? Am I nervous? Am I excited to show what I know? Am I worried about a certain math concept? And here's the beautiful thing. Don't judge. Whatever you're thinking is fine. The whole key is that you're aware of what you're thinking. Doesn't matter what those thoughts are. Just be present. That's the key. It'll keep you present in the moment. Do warm-up exercises before each section. For example, tomorrow's the ACTs. You can tell we got ACT bubble sheets and essays and practice books and math problems all over the place at College Trip Express headquarters today. But we know on the ACTs, and now we know on the SATs as well, the order of the sections. So after you finish all the introductory name, date, serial number bubbling in, you know the first section you're going to see is English. Well, think about it. If you were going to go play a basketball game, you'd do warm-up shots and run a few laps before the first whistle and the tip-off. Same thing with a performance. You wouldn't go out and try and nail a Freddie Mercury song in front of the whole school if you didn't warm up your voice beforehand. Same thing here. They're about to hand out the English exam and you're thinking, oh right, I'm going to see subject-verb agreement, pronoun-antecedent agreement, parallel structure, right? Oh yeah, what are those misplaced modifier, dangling participle? Oh yeah, remember that. You're putting oil on the wheels so that when they say turn the page and begin, you're ready to go. My third tip is try to stay chill, that is calm and quiet. between the sections as well. Don't go out in the hall when you get your 2-minute bathroom break and start flapping and twirling with your friends. Oh my God, that section was so hard. What'd you get for that problem about the jazz player? I mean, don't do it. It's not going to help, right? You answered what you answered, and you cannot go back and change your scores. Don't even think about it. And so just stay in your quiet. You should be thinking about the next test, which in this case on the ACTs tomorrow would be math. So you start thinking, oh, right, area of a circle, pi r squared. Plug in the answer choices to see which one works. All that kind of stuff. So warm up before each section by thinking about what you're going to see. Okay, my sixth and final tip is, on the way out, it's really fun to watch for the Bozos who go skipping out going, that was easy. That was so easy. Oh my God, I did so well. That was much easier than I thought. Okay, those people did not do well. Categorically, I can tell you. If you think sitting for nearly 4 hours, concentrating as hard as you can, is easy, you're fooling yourself. Usually kids who think it's easy fell into all the traps. Okay, the proper response after an ACT or an SAT is, oh my God, I just had a sizable chunk of my brain removed. I have to take a nap. Okay, just like the proper response after a marathon is, I need to sleep for several hours, right? If you'd like more game day tips, please check out my blog, 12 Tips for Game Day. I'm Dr. Yo. You've been watching CPE in 3-ish. I wish everybody luck tomorrow on the ACTs and everybody luck on their future standardized tests.